morning. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Welcome to our first CombatReel podcast. We've been wanting to do this for the longest time. We're so excited. We're going to be covering everything in the world of Muay Thai and kickboxing. So if you love Muay Thai, if you love kickboxing, if you want to support your local fighters, make sure to subscribe. So today we're going to be talking to a really cool dude, Phil DaSilva. He's going to be fighting at No Boundary this January 14th at the Melrose Memorial Hall, Melrose, Mass. For those of you guys that don't know, No Boundary is the first and only sanctioned Muay Thai promotion in Mass. I know it's crazy to think that there are no other Muay Thai promotions. This is the first. Excited that finally have some Muay Thai up there in the Boston area. And Phil's going to be fighting for the 145-pound title. He's going to be facing off against a beast in David Maccabee Hyrikian. I mean, both of these guys are beasts. They have over 30 fights combined. They have fights in the Lion Fight promotion. So look, if you love Muay Thai, I don't know what else you could ask for. It looks like a sick card. So if you haven't already, go to noboundaryfight.com. Or better yet, why don't you hit up Phil, hit up David. They're both on social media and see if you can get some tickets from them. So let's get to it. All right, so we're having some technical difficulties getting in contact with Phil. I'm going to give it another shot over here.
Hello.
Hey, Phil. How's it going, bud?
Hey, man. How you doing? Sorry about that, man. Rough day at work today, man. Had some issues. I thought it was somebody calling me back. I didn't want to answer the phone because they were crazy.
No.
Sorry, man. Sorry about that.
No worries, dude. No worries. How's everything going?
Oh, not bad, man. Not bad. Just finishing up work. Just about to heading home right now.
Cool. So then, welcome to what is the first episode ever of the CombatReel podcast. So, if this is the last episode ever, it's all because of you, bro.
Oh, awesome. Oh, yeah.
Not to put any pressure on you. So,
all right. Well, let me get dolled up first, man. We can, can get the show started.
Awesome. So, Phil, how's it going, man?
Hey, not bad, man. How you doing?
Good. How excited are you to be fighting in the Boston area?
Oh, I'm super pumped, man. I've been waiting for it for a long time. I've competed in this, like my first smoker was in Boston, but it was, small little place. But I'm excited to see Muay Thai actually happening in Boston, like an actual event. Happy to have like a big home crowd too. So it should be exciting, man.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What took so long to get, sanctioned Muay Thai up to Boston?
I honestly, I don't know, man. I think the MMA game is really big up in these parts, and there's lots of MMA shows and all this, but someone just didn't tap into the Muay Thai scene up here, and I'm glad someone is. I'm glad Mohammed and the promoter, excuse me, I forgot his name, are jumping in and trying to take a head of things, man, because it's there's lots of good fighters out here, man, in the New England area too.
No.
Be able to showcase our skills.
I know that, right? You think with Mark Delagrati up there, and then there's a bunch of you guys have headlined on Lion Fight. I mean, undercard and headlined, right? So Chip is up there, Julio Pena is up there, Pedro Gonzalez is up there. You're up there. There's a bunch of you guys up there, so it's amazing to me that it took this long, but it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad it's happening. Glad it's finally happening, man.
So is this the first time your family's going to get to go see you fight?
No. My father has come to like my last 3 fights. And my sister came to one fight, but she won't go anymore. My mother will never go. But my father and some of his friends will go and watch and support me, man, which is awesome. But I have a bunch of friends coming, some friends at the gym. Should be exciting, man. I'm hoping to have a big home crowd because I know David will have a big home crowd too. So I'm pumped, man.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So you're fighting for the inaugural 145-pound title. This is for No Boundary, and this is the second show No Boundary is doing, the first one of the year. And again, that's going to be on January 14th. So you mentioned David Hyrikian, who's going to be your opponent. So do you know David?
I met him a couple times. Yeah. We were pretty friendly with each other. We've competed in a couple of the same cards. He's trained with some people I know, and vice versa. I know him a little bit, man. He's a good guy. I know he's a brand new father too. Actually just spoke to him on Saturday. He came down to the gym. We had a smoker at the gym. He had a couple people on there. He's a cool dude. Excited to get matched up against him. We got like contrasting styles, I believe, so it should make up for a really exciting fight, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. So what's the so he's a little taller than you, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like a few inches taller than me.
Yeah. So what's the secret game plan? No, I'm just
Oh
messing
man,
with
I
you.
can't give that out. Can't give that out, man. No, I can't give that out.
You know, but is there? Yeah, right. I know that'd be awesome. See, what you should do is play like those ninja games, right? What you do is you tell me the complete opposite of what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Well, I might be there and I might be here. You know, I might lurk in the shadows. You'll see. You'll find out. I know what I come.
So David's a pretty good fighter. He's 10-2. You know, I think he's got a pretty conventional style of Muay Thai. He's a tough dude. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
is there anything specific about, you know, what you've seen of his game that concerns you, or, you know, to the extent that you could share?
Yeah, you know, I know he's like an aggressive fighter. I know he comes forward, and I know he throws a lot into his punches and his kicks and stuff, and all of his strikes. And you know, you just got to be, you know, you got to be tough too. You know, I got to be mentally tough. I got to be physically tough because I know he's gonna come with all of his might and give me all he's got. So I got to do the same. You know,
So talk about
got to tame the lion.
I like that. I like that. We're right at the holiday season, dude. I know that you're cutting weight to get down to 145. How's that going?
It is what it is, man. Doing what I got to do. It's actually not too bad. I've been working on it for the last month and a half or so since I found out about the fight. So I'm actually not too far off. Just you know, holidays are coming up. You know, you want to eat a little more, but I can't. So I just gotta be disciplined and you know, make sure you get on weight because it's our job to be on weight, man. Yeah. So it's going. You know, it is what it is. Weight cutting is never fun, but it's we're gonna go out and, you know, do what we have to do.
So are you doing Christmas with the family? Mom, dad, and sis?
Yeah. Yeah. Family. I got my family together. I got some cousins, my aunt. Everyone's getting together here. I'm gonna jump around a little bit too. I got some friends who are having a little holiday party who came from out of state. So yeah, should be cool. A little fun, little Christmas. But I got to train on Christmas too. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's insane. That's one of the many reasons why I could never be a fighter. Training on Christmas, like
Hey man. Yeah. Don't do it all the time, but it's you know, once in a while it's okay.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
There's always Christmas
awesome.
next year too.
So what I was going to ask you about that is, so you're first generation here from your parents are from Brazil, right?
Yes.
So then, do you guys do like a big sort of traditional Brazilian, you know, Christmas celebration?
Oh yeah, you know, like most of my family's still in Brazil. I have an aunt here with her two kids. My cousin just moved here with her kid and her husband. So we get like some people together. My father will bring some of his friends down, and we'll get together. We'll have, you know, there'll be a ton of food at the house. And there usually always is. It's always good though, you know. But I got the veggies prepared and the
right. That's what I was going to ask
you
about.
The protein and all that.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you about.
Yeah, we don't eat. You know, we at the house, you know, we don't eat like terrible, you know, like terrible fried foods and all that stuff, man. You know, we like to, you know, we're pretty health conscious at home, so there's always like greens and veggies and good like sources of protein and stuff like that, man. Occasionally we delve into the fried goodies and the baked goods and all that stuff, man, to kill the sweet tooth. But yeah, it's pretty good, man. We're you know, my family's pretty health conscious. It's nice.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask because, you know, it's I've done some of those like churrascaria things, you know, the Brazilian all you can eat sort of.
Yeah.
And all I could think of is, you know, all of the side dishes had some form of like yuca, which is like a cassava type of root.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's my stuff, man. Oh, I love yuca.
That stuff will kill you though, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that stuff's like one piece is like 100 grams of carbs, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. That stuff will kill you.
Yeah, it's so good, man. Yeah, the Cubans too, man. The Cubans love that stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Cubans,
you kidding
Puerto
me?
Ricans.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
That's what I owe my full figure to.
Yeah, that's what I credit every time I finish a fight, man. I'll go, like, sometimes I'll go to a Brazilian steakhouse and I'll jump into a little bit, man. But can't move after a few of those.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm heading up there probably with a few guys. I think I'm gonna take some guys from the local fight scene down here in New York and head up there. So
Oh,
if you're gonna go after the fight and get yourself some churrasqueria, some rodicio, I'm with you, bro.
oh
We'll
yeah, man. Stick around, man. Stick around. We'll go. We'll go.
we'll
We'll
tear that
definitely
place up.
get a big plate going. Yeah, man. Start up, dude.
You know, does your mom think that you're nuts for bringing like your own veggies and stuff to Christmas dinner? Or she just think that's insane?
No, she'll prepare for me, man.
Oh, that's
She knows
awesome.
the deal.
That,
Yeah, she knows what's going on, man. She'll eat, she'll everyone will eat it. She'll make everybody eat it. She'll make a whole bunch of veggies, bunch of mixed veggies. It's all good, man. It's good stuff,
awesome,
you know.
awesome.
Um,
So
yeah.
I want
It's
to talk a little.
people find it weird though. I bring. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I when I if I go out, sometimes I go out with people. I'm cutting weight, like usually the last like month or so. I bring all my food with me, so I go out to restaurants. I have my food with me. I go wherever I go. I pretty much have everything packed with me, man. So like I'm one's eating all these dishes at restaurants, and I'm just sitting there eating my stuff in my Tupperware.
You know, so people that are not into like hardcore fitness or into fights, they don't have any concept for that, right? You can't imagine living your life that way. But in a lot of ways, it kind of makes things easier, right? Because you always know what you're going to eat. You know, you can sort of.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, you get it. You get out of the way. You know what you're gonna have. You can kind of change up the flavors sometimes if you need to. And it's not bad, man. It's once you get used to it, it's pretty easy, man.
So what's your fight diet like?
Lots of I do like I like the carb cycle.
Hmm.
I like the way the weight drops like a little quicker, but like safely,
Yeah.
So I try to always stay like pretty lean. I always try to do like more veggies and carbs than like like a carb. I try to like keep my protein intake high, and all that stuff. So I try to just keep it like as clean as I can. Though I do like chocolate, so like I'll find like some dark chocolate and I'll nibble on some dark chocolate for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's mostly clean, man. Always clean stuff, man. Just the last week is where it gets a little rough sometimes.
So by carb cycling, for the folks that don't know, that's basically you'll have a couple of days in a row of low carb, then you'll do maybe a medium carb day and then one high carb day.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. The idea being basically you get your body used to burning fat, but you also replenish the carbs that are stored in your muscle, which is called glycogen. And
Hmm.
depending on your body type, it's a great way to cut body fat and hold on to as much muscle as possible.
Yeah.
So
The only thing that sucks is that once you get off it, man, you just shoot right back up.
yeah, because
That's the thing that sucks, dude.
people aren't meant to be that lean all the time. It's just not.
No, it's not true. My quest of having a six pack 365 days a year is not going too good most of the time.
Yeah,
But
I
I try
mean,
to yeah.
I've been able to do it with the help of Budweiser and stuff, but that's kind of a
Yeah,
different kind of six
yeah.
pack. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Haven't
pushing.
had a beer in about a month and a half.
Oh, that's got to be so. I guess once you get used to it, right? It's always the first few weeks are the toughest. I mean, your body sort of just acclimates, right?
Yeah, you get like I'm not a huge I'm not huge into drinking and all that, but I like having a beer once in a while. Like I don't know, like a one beer like after training, man, is the best thing ever. Like a nice cold beer after training is so good.
Oh yeah, man. At that point, all those carbs will come out of your system, and that's like pure
Oh
carb
yeah,
you're putting in. It's awesome.
yeah.
It's awesome. So
Hmm.
you're 26 years old, and you started
Hmm.
training around the age of 18, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, about
So
18. First fight at 20.
so yeah, I mean you're a veteran by now, but what got you into Muay Thai?
Muay Thai. Actually, I got into Muay Thai from watching MMA, and I guess it sounds a little cliche, but I was watching Anderson Silva. I know, like his Muay Thai isn't actually really that good. So I thought, when I first saw him, I thought like, man, whoa, whatever that Muay Thai stuff is, I'm like, I want to try it, and yeah, and then I'm just like, you know what, I want to try it out. I've always wanted to do a martial art, and was never allowed to. And then finally had the opportunity, and I found it, and I loved it, man. And then I started realizing Anderson Silva wasn't that good at Muay Thai.
Yeah, I know. There's so many nuances to the whole thing, right? The difference between fighting in a cage versus a ring. You
Yeah.
know, The
Yep.
differences in the
Slightly
gloves.
different things. Hmm.
Yeah, they're just different. They're just different animals. But yeah, I think everyone that didn't know anything about striking first time you saw Anderson Silva thought, oh man, this guy's like the reincarnation of Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. That guy's amazing, man. I love Anderson Silva, man. Like the stuff that he does, just like his the Muay Thai that like he does is not really Muay Thai per
yeah.
se.
Well,
Yeah.
it was all Steven Seagal, I hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Aikido, man. The Aikido stuff.
It's
Actually, I did want to try. I wanted to try Aikido before because I love Steven Seagal movies. I love Steven Seagal movies. I think they're great. And actually, I wanted to try Aikido for a long time, man.
But dude, but what happened to that guy, right? Like he's progressively gotten
Oh
weirder
yeah.
and fatter.
He's just strange. He's just really weird. I don't know. He just hangs out in Russia and like flips people over and stuff, and
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
dude, it's so weird. You ever hear that story about him and Judo Gene LaBelle?
No, I never heard of it.
Oh, all right. So okay. So do you know who Judo Gene LaBelle is?
No, I have no clue who that is.
So he was a stunt guy from back in the day. He actually participated in what might have been one of the first ever mixed martial arts matches. This is black and white
Mhm.
time, and he was a judo guy, and he fought this I think it was a boxer, and it didn't go so well for the boxer, as you can imagine. He used to hang out with Bruce Lee, this guy, and
Mhm.
you'll see him in all sorts of stuff. He's like a stunt coordinator. So apparently he was coordinating some stunts for a movie that Steven Seagal was in, and one thing led to another, and he choked out Steven Seagal, and supposedly Steven
Wow.
Seagal shit his pants.
Oh. Does he deny? Does he deny that?
Of course he denies it. Come on.
Oh yeah, I bet he denies that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's the funniest freaking story in the
Pretty
world.
awesome.
But
Kind of got a little Frank Dukes complex there.
yeah, right. Frank Dukes. Oh, I love that. That's another guy, man.
Yeah, that guy's
Google
that guy's
that
crazy.
dude. That dude is
Yeah, man.
is absolutely nuts. But
Yeah, he's crazy, man.
but yeah. So you were saying, so then so you went from being into MMA to being into Muay Thai. Was there anything specific about just the striking game versus trying something like grappling or a mix of the two that sort of attracted you?
Yeah. Like originally, like I was like, I don't know. I just always wanted to. I was always shorter than everybody. Normally, when I was growing up. So I was like, you know what? I want to be like tougher than everybody. So I want to be able to fight everybody. I want to be able to beat up a guy bigger than me or something like that, So I'm like, and then when MMA came around, I was really curious. I'm like, man, I feel like I could be good at that. But I never really like sought it out. I never really went to go like try to train because I didn't have any money to go train. My parents weren't going to pay for it, so I was like, I don't really have any money, so I don't know. And then I don't know. And then I started like once I actually found out about Muay Thai and I did some like research online and I started watching like videos. I like this is like when YouTube was like kind of just started like had been out for like a couple of years maybe, and there was like a few Muay Thai like instructional videos.
Yeah.
On there, and like I'd try and like practice like in my room a little bit. And then ever since then, once I found a gym that I liked and the trainer I liked, man, I stuck with it, man, and I just love the transitions in Muay Thai. I just like I like the game, man. As far as like playing it, I just like the cerebral part too of fighting in general, but the cerebral part of Muay Thai and like the way it looks. I just think it looks amazing, man. It's just like to me, I don't make it so like an attractive sport. It just like techniques are so awesome and like and fluid. I really love it. And I just love it.
It's so funny you say that, because I mean it is very technique. I mean it's one of the things that drew me to the sport too, because it is so technique dependent, right? And it's a very sort of beautiful, very aesthetic art, because it is a martial art. But it's so funny that you mentioned going onto YouTube and looking at instructional videos, because I think that's probably everyone's introduction to Muay Thai was that. And I remember back in the day, there were the cheesiest instructional videos on YouTube. There was like
Oh
this
yeah.
there was this one guy, and man, I'm gonna see if I can look it up and toss it up here. Uh, and I don't know where this school was, but he had these poor, out of shape dudes. They put him in the ring, and he was just beating the tar out of them. Right? I mean, he was just beating them, and then then they patted them on the back, and I guess they I don't know, advanced or something because they took an ass whooping. But it was just the silliest thing I'd ever seen, man. I felt so bad for these guys.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of that going around, man. Like I like there's like a ton of those videos that pop up I see sometimes. It's like sad. It's sad when you like see things like that, man. People actually pay that guy money and like he doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yeah, or even worse, when you pay him money and he's purposely trying to do nothing but he's basically just trying to beat you up without a purpose. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's,
Have you ever seen this?
go ahead, yeah.
Oh no. There's like this video that like I see like once in a while pop up, and I'm pretty sure the guy is like Brazilian, but like all his students are like lined up against the wall, and he's just like he has gloves on, and he's just like punching them in the head. Their hands are down, and he's just like punching them in the face like a bunch of times. Like he's like throwing like combos in their faces and like hitting them, and like he's like going like from student to student, like man or woman, and he's just like he's pretty much like beating the crap out of them.
Yeah,
And they're just like sitting there taking it.
See, I hate stuff like that, right? Because people are thinking, oh, should I put my kid in Muay Thai, right? They go and they Google something like that and they see that, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna put my kid in that, right? If anyone right now that's listening to this, all 5 or 6 of you, I'm telling you right now that if you are in a school where that is happening, you need to get your money back and find somebody that actually knows what they're doing.
Exactly. And the worst thing about that video is that the guy has like one project on his arm, which is like it just drives me crazy.
It's I got to tell, there's so many little things that drive me. I was listening to an interview the other day because it's like I just love listening to interviews that some of the local fighters do, and a lot of these guys have MMA background, sort of, or really no background in Muay Thai. And the guy is talking to this fighter, and he goes, "Oh, you did that dance. You did that dance at the beginning of the fight. What is that?"
Oh, yeah.
So
man, I love. Yeah.
She's trying to explain the
I love
crew.
the white crew.
Yeah. I mean, I got to tell you, I love the white crew too. I hate that I understand why they cut it out of so many shows. Because they're trying to sort of, I think, reach more people. But
yeah,
to me, it's one of those many things that sets a sport apart from the other combat sports that are out there. I love the white crew, especially when it's done
I haven't been able to do mine in a fight. Yeah, I haven't been able to do mine in a fight in so long, man. I so wish I can do it. Like I so wish they gave us like ample time to do it. Just like whatever, even like the guys towards the end. Like if the guys towards the end could do it, man, it would be awesome.
Oh well,
I love my I love doing it, man.
I'm gonna talk to Muhammad, dude. As soon as we're off here, I'm gonna talk to Muhammad because I mean you're headlining this card. I don't see any reason
I'd love to do it, man.
why you shouldn't be allowed to do the white crew. It's if you're gonna stay traditional, I agree with you. You should at least let the main event do the white crew, right? I mean, educate people, and it's just such a nice thing to see. You're fighting for a belt. Fuck it. As a matter, you know what? I'm gonna while we're on right here, I'm gonna not FaceTime. Let me see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reach out to him right now and let him know. This is Muhammad, the promoter.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell him that you should let you do the damn white crew. I'm sure he will.
Hell yeah, man. Last time I got to do it, it was like my second sanctioned fight in Atlantic City. Fought on Derek Riddick's show, Strikers Cup. Man, like when I did the white crew, man, like people were like people in the crowd cheering me on. It was awesome, man. It was such a good experience, man.
Yeah, no. So that's it. It's done. It's done. I just sent him. Not that I have any real pull, but but let's see what happens.
We'll work it. I'll put some pressure on him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if David has a white crew or not. But
yeah, I don't know. No, I think he does because I think his Mark, his coach, I think he has one, and I think he's probably done with him a couple times or so. Mark
Yeah.
has a nice one too. His coach, I've seen him Mark do his. It's pretty nice.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's it. So it's decided. So then, I guess the next thing I was going to ask you is so what are your what are your goals in the sport? You've been doing it for a while now. Are you have any future plans? Are you sort of just taking it as it is?
I do want to turn pro. I'd like to. My end goal is to win 7 world championships. That is my lucky number. I love to win. I want to win 7 world championships. And I'm working towards it. It's been it's been an interesting path so far. It's been quite an adventure. And I like to fight for a world title eventually in the in the future. And if it's allows me to, but I like to have 7 belts in my entire career. So I won't stop until I get it or until my body says no.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So what are you thinking about as far as like timeline for turning pro?
I'd like to do it like honestly this year or the beginning of next year. I like to hopefully this fight goes well. If I fight well, I'll consider like another one and then maybe jump into the pros. But I'm gonna go. I'd like to go back to Thailand again. I'm going back to Thailand after the fight to get some training in. I'll be there for a couple months. And get some training, build up my experience, man, and just try to be the better version of me, man. Just try to work my game and try to find people as I go along, man. Just like I want to chase a dream while I can,
Yeah, no, I mean I get it. So when are you going to be in Thailand?
10 days after the fight.
Oh wow, awesome.
January, yeah, I'm leaving January 24th. I'll be there till the end of March.
Oh, well, then we're totally hanging out in Thailand because I'm going to be there end of February.
Oh, sweet, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Sweet. That's awesome.
We'll
definitely catch something.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. It's going to be a little group of us. And so what gyms are you going to be at? Are you just going to be at one gym?
I'm going to be at one gym. I went to Eminent Air. I went to Eminent Air gym last year. I spent 4 months over there, and I loved it, man. Opening up. I know he'd been training there for a while, and I was curious to see how it was. And I got there, hooked up with the trainer, and man, I loved it. And I want to go back so bad, man. Training's really good, high level. They have lots of competitors, young kids too who compete, man. And they push you, they test you, they push you a bit, man. So it's good, man. Always really, really good to work there. So I love the gym. I like that. I don't really like the gym hopping stuff, I like to stick in one place and really just build a relationship with the trainers and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, right? Because it takes a little while for everyone to sort of understand everyone's game and where people sort of need help and where they don't. And I think if you jump around too much, you don't really have enough time to build that rapport.
Yeah.
But you were saying that somebody else trained over there. It's you broke up. It's all thanks to Skype over here.
Ogden Topic.
Yeah. He's a killer, that dude.
Yeah, man, he's beast. He's super technical. Just like man, he's he inspires me a lot, man, with his technique and just his overall game, man. It's just amazing to watch. Really, really talented fighter, man.
No, he is. I mean, well, look, he's anyone that's fought Saenchai, and walked away without getting knocked out or humiliated. It's
yeah, man. He held
Yeah, he did. He held his own.
He held his own.
Yeah, he did. He held his own. He's a talented guy, and it's so funny too because I think so he was with the Lion Fight promotion for a really long time, and I think he fought as an amateur on the first Lion Fight. I could be wrong about this, and I think he actually lost, right? So it's
he might have. I remember watching one of his fights on like Lion Fight 10 or like 9 or something like that a long time ago. Yeah. Like in one of his pro fights, he fought like a guy from Sasi Prapa.
He won that fight. Yeah, he won that fight. He fought one of the guys from Malapet's gym. Yeah, he did. He's but I'm talking about before they used to call Lion Fight like Fight in the Desert or something like that. I think it was called the first.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and he fought on the undercard it's like might have been that when Kai Hollenbeck fought Choplin for the WBC title, and I think he got I want to say he got knocked out on that undercard, but I could be wrong. But it's amazing, how the trajectory that his career has taken.
Yeah, man. He's a star in the U.S. Man. He's one of the top guys. He's honestly, I think he's one of the top foreigners like to fight in like Thailand, and he's one of the top foreigners in the world to me at least. And so a bunch of people I know too. They consider him like really good, just like as a good technical foreigner, man. Always fights really good fights. Fights really tough people too. He's always fighting like really good like opposition and puts on a show, man. He puts on a really good show.
No, he does. Yeah, he's a really good fighter. And I think you're right. I think I'm hard pressed to think of someone, fighting in the U.S. right now that's got a better game than he does. There's some up and coming guys.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there is. Yeah, definitely there is. They're coming through, man. Like Ogden, like I said, Ogden, Kevin Ross set the standard. Ogden falling in the steps. As far as fighting really fights and stuff like that, man. I just really love Ogden's meat, man. Just super sharp.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic. So while you're out there in Thailand, I don't know if you know this, but Fabio Pinca's going to be fighting.
Yeah. I'm going to check it out. They fought the Raja title, man.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Title, man. Yeah, it's man, it'd be crazy because he's fighting for the title. The guy in the next weight class, this Japanese fella, is he's the 154 champ. The 160 champ is Joseph Buganum.
Yeah.
And he and just imagine if Pinko wins, man, that'd be three foreigners with stadium titles in Thailand, man, at the same time. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. It goes to show you how global the sport's become, right? How people in other countries are really caught up. Pinka's a beast. He's been on such a run.
I love Pinko, man. Yeah, Pinko's awesome, man. Just like again, he's solid. Just like fundamentally, just really good, man. And he's been on a big run too, man. Big run.
Yeah, he's an amazing. He's a fun guy to watch. It's a lot of fun guys to watch. The only thing is, you're seeing a lot of them fighting now for the kickboxing promotions as opposed to fighting Muay Thai.
I guess a little more money. You get a little more money, shorter. Not 5 rounds, 3 rounds. Kind of in and out. People tend to watch like a little more, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I love.
Did you see the Petrosian fight on Bellator?
Yeah. Against Jordan Watson, man. Jordan Watson's my guy, man. I love that guy. I love Giorgio. Giorgio is my favorite fighter of all time, man. It's just man. Again, technical, sharp, fundamentally sound. Yeah, man. And Jordan Watson was doing really well up in, like with his body kicks, and he was holding his own in there, man. And he was doing pretty good. I thought it was fairly well matched. Until he got caught with that right hook, man.
Yeah.
He turned to southpaw and got caught with the right hook, and
yep.
Boom. That was it. Yeah.
I know. So let's talk a little bit about some of your fights. So you've had a lot of fights. I've seen you fight in a lot of places. You fought at Warriors Cup. Have you fought at Friday Night Fights? You fought at Friday Night Fights, right?
I have not. I've yet to fight on Friday Night Fights, and I'd like to get on one of those shows, man. It's a nice show. I've had a bunch of friends who fought on that card. I haven't gotten on one of those cards yet. I'd like to though.
Oh well, you know what? I'm gonna talk to Justin Blair and see if we can get you on one of those cards.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool, man.
It's
my trainer fought on there like one of the first shows a long time ago, man.
They've had some great talent go through there, man. Joseph Valtellini has fought there. I mean, they've had some real talent on Friday Night Fights. It's just been around for so long.
Yeah, good.
You fought in a lot of different places. You've had some tough opposition. Who has been the toughest guy that you fought?
Toughest guy that I fought. Interesting, man. Like I feel like some people say like every time it gets easier. It cannot easier. Like the fights get harder and harder, honestly, as you go along. I can say, man, I gotta dig deep for this one. Like almost, all my opponents have like are really, we're really well matched with each other. I believe. We've always had some good matches. want to say this kid I fought from the Rob Gonzalez, man. He was a tough kid, man.
Yeah, Rob is a tough kid.
He was he's a tough kid, technical. I kind of fell into his game plan. I thought his game plan a little bit. I didn't know exactly how he fought. So I was kind of feeling out process. Maybe I should have got a little more busy, but it was a good fight, man. I'd actually like to get that one back and try to do that. I want to do that one again. That would be good. He was pretty tough, man. He took some shots that I thought would hurt him a little bit, but it was good. It was a good fight. He was a pretty tough guy, man. Actually, the last kid I fought in line fight was he was a wild card, man. I didn't know exactly how he was going to come out because I'd seen a couple. His name was Oliver Jimenez.
Yeah.
He was good. He was like a really lanky. I was supposed to fight another guy, Gonzalo Acha, but he got injured. Oliver replaced him a week before, and I had a entirely different game plan because they're slightly they had big height difference. Gonzalo was a little shorter. Was shorter than me. Oliver still was taller than me, a lot bigger than I thought. He was just a little lanky. Had a tough weight cut too, so it kind of played out. I kind of faded a little bit towards the end, and cut a lot of weight in a short amount of time. I shouldn't have. I think the toughest guy I ever fought so far, I think, has been Rob. I would have liked to have seen what me and Shannon could have done for 5 rounds, but unfortunately got caught. But I know Shannon's tough too. I know he's a tough kid.
Yeah, he's a tough dude. He's got a win over Rob actually.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he fought him a couple months before I did.
Yeah, I think it was Warriors Cup 22 if I had to guess, but it's so I know Rob. I've actually trained a little bit with Rob. He's young guy. All you guys are young compared to me, so it's I can't keep up. But yeah, he's a tough guy. So yeah, so you mentioned the Channing Kuldry fight, and he's a beast. So for folks that don't know, that one didn't quite go your way. It looked like Channing sort of looked like he was gonna throw a kick to your body, and sort of came up and caught you in the head. I don't think you were expecting it, and got the victory.
Yeah, dropped the hand a bit. I thought it was gonna be a body kick. Kind of just caught me in the right spot. I dropped, got back up, and tried to fight again. And then he threw another one. But I was, at that point, I didn't even know where I was really at the time.
Yes, describe that for folks, because I think unless you've ever really been rocked, you don't really have a sense of what it's like. Like it's sort of it happens, but you don't know what's happening around you, right? If someone asks you 5 or 10 minutes later what happened, you have no idea. So what do you remember about that?
Yeah, I just
hold on a second. Sorry, Phil. We're you broke up on me there, and this is good stuff. I don't want to miss it. By the way, Muhammad got back to me and said, yes, you're going to definitely get your opportunity to do the Wild Crew.
Oh, hell yeah.
See, making things happen over here.
Nice, man. I like it. I like the way you work, man. I like the way you work.
It's what can I say? So you were describing that situation, sort of getting rocked in a fight. Sort of what runs through your head. So what was going through your head?
And I up until then, that was my 20th fight. I want to say, yeah, it was my 20th fight at that time, and I had never been hurt before. I never been rocked or anything like that. I got clipped one time during boxing sparring with some of the boxers that we used to have at the gym were go 100%, and that's how boxing was at the time. But I never got rocked in a fight. I always thought I still think my chin is pretty good, but you get caught in the right spot, it happens. But I got knocked down, and I probably should have relaxed a little bit. I got knocked down, and I really thought, oh my God, I gotta knock him down now. So I just kind of came at him, and didn't really maybe I should have circled away a little bit, but it's just it's a strange feeling. It's you feel like you got to catch up when you get knocked down. You feel like, oh man, I got knocked down, and then I gotta repay it. But sometimes in reality, I think you have to sometimes I think you just have to collect yourself again. And I I remember exactly what happened. When I got back up after I got knocked out after the second blow, when I got knocked out, when I woke up, like, I knew exactly what happened. I remember falling, and just my eyes closed, and I woke up. It's you wake up, you feel a little bit vulnerable, you feel you feel embarrassed, you feel like you let your coaches down, your teammates down. You're just like, oh man, like the shit, like you just never think it's gonna happen to you, but then it happens,
Yeah, man. No, I get it. I get it. It's I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's sort of I mean, it sounds like you learned a lot from it happening, right? Sort of learn how to react now to getting rocked.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm like, I guess I can. A part of me like is glad that it happened. A part of me is like, nah, I should have I should have been smarter about it. But I'm glad that it happened, just because I learned a different aspect of the game, as far as like what to do in this situation, how to like properly defend yourself, like try to collect yourself and all that. So I'm glad it happened. Just wish it didn't happen that night, because I would have liked to come back with a belt. That would have been great. But
Well, talking about belts, you have an opportunity now to come home with a nice one. Bragging rights in the Boston area, right?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm excited, man. Excited to go for that one, man. I want the feeling of someone putting that belt around my waist, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I think this is going to be a really, really good fight. Both of you guys are top level amateurs. There's elbows in this fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean that adds another level of complexity that should make things really fun. So I'm looking forward to it. And from what I hear, all the VIP seats are sold, so the house, I think, is going to be packed. So that's also exciting, right? You're going to have a nice fat audience there for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Gonna be fun. Hopefully it's nice and clean, and we don't get any blood on each other. But if it happens, we're gonna go hunting.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. So listen, man, I won't take up any more of your time. This has been absolutely awesome. Every time we get on the phone, I feel like I could talk, geek out with you on Muay Thai for like an hour or something.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
But so I'm going to see you up there at the fight. Best of luck. I'm sure you're going to put on a great performance. And, if I don't talk to you before then, have a great holiday, dude.
Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate you having me on. It's a good opportunity. Awesome opportunity for us local Muay Thai guys, and I'm glad to talk to you, man, and get to know you a little more too. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my coaches, Heather, Mark, Ebery, Eric, my gym Redline, Team Link up in Worcester for helping me out too, and Muay Thai team, man. Again, thank you.
All right, brother. Thank you, man. Have a good one.
You too, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.